is Pascal Bouvier. I'll be moderating this panel. Before we dive in and I ask my first question, I'd love for everyone to quickly introduce themselves and you know, why the organizers as well as I was demented enough to include you in talking about bank as a service and API banking.
Hi, thanks a lot. I'm Simon Redfern. I'm CEO of Tosobi and founder of the Open Bank Project. Open Bank Project is an open source API stack for banks. Banks can install it and bring together developers and startups who want to build apps and services around and support bank as a platform. That's it. And I should have been here last year, but I was doing something else. And yeah, glad to be here this year. Great to be in Paris. And we're working with some banks in France and happy to be here. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Steve Kirsch. I'm CEO of Token. And what Token does is very similar to what Simon does. We go to banks and we say, essentially, we're kind of like what Android is for a phone, we are for a bank. So we don't just give you a very thin API layer that works on top of your bank, but we give you a very thick operating system. And we also have components that run in the cloud and at other services like businesses and consumers. So we provide a whole advanced ecosystem for open banking. So essentially, if you're a bank, we are your best friend in open banking.
Yeah, my name is Marko Wenthin. I'm one of the co-founders of Solaris Bank. What are we doing at Solaris Bank? Frankly, very often I don't know, because these are so many things. When you look around the corner, there's so many new things coming up. But when we started out, we looked at the banking industry as a whole, and not just the banking industry, but the finance industry. So we looked at this from a technological angle. So we created a tech company, seeing not just the API layer, but then the middle office, the entire core banking system. But in order to make this really function, we needed a banking license. And we got this in a very fast time. It was like 9 months. We got a full German banking license, because just without the license, just the technology doesn't work. And I couldn't be here last year because we didn't have a license back then. We were not announced, so it's just 9 months in the market. But kicking the ball into the BAAP, so business, banking as a platform arena ever since.
Good morning. My name is Nigel Verdon. I'm the CEO and founder of Rails Bank. I'm also the founder and chairman of Currency Cloud, a previous startup. Rails Bank's ambition is to give companies an API to access global banking in 5 lines of code, because we believe that global banking is better delivered as a platform that connects a network of banks together rather than a global bank. And anybody who's tried to execute a global bank has found that they essentially has never been executed particularly well. So excited to be here, and thank you for the invitation.
All right, wonderful. So I thought that we should take a few minutes to set the stage and define a certain taxonomy. After all, the title of the panel is Bank as a Service / API Banking. Most probably a lot of you are familiar or have heard various terms being bandied around in the industry. One is platform strategies, or for the first time ever, financial services incumbents have to face the fact that they have to have platform strategies, which is different than what they have used from an operational and strategic point of view in the past. Another term is open banking. Yet another is API banking. And then finally, you have bank as a service. I think that there, some overlap. Some mean something different, and it's probably good to have like some type of hierarchy of need. So either I call one of the 4 of you, or one of you volunteers to kick us off on that taxonomy.